Hi, I'm Michael Fry, President and CEO of Deepwater Subsea. In this episode of the Daily Grind, I talk about initiatives, and I talk about how after you watch this video, you're going to get out there and you're going to hustle your ass off. Let's get into the show. People who lack initiative lack in motivation. And what I think is important and why I want to talk about in this daily grind is, when it comes to doing things, there's a lot of people who want other people to motivate them. They want other people to push them to take the initiative to apply for that job, to make that telephone call, to put in for that promotion, to take that training course. And as I said in the last couple daily grinds, you can't motivate the lazy. And what I think is important is there's a lot of people who lack initiative, who are looking for the perfect time to take action. And today is not the day, I'll do it tomorrow. Or it's a bad time in the industry, I'll wait till later. For me, being aggressive each and every day is what's going to get us through this downturn. And being aggressive each and every day in your career development or going after that promotion or just trying to get back into the game is something that's very important. If you lack motivation, you lack initiative, you're never going to get to where you want to be. I saw a great quote one time when I was coaching that said, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." If you get out there and hustle each and every day and you fight and you grind and you do the things that you need to do, you will make it to the next level. You will get back into the game. When you get back in the game, you'll be motivated so much more to go up to the next level. And that's what's important in this daily grind is how bad do you want it? How bad do you want that promotion? How bad do you want to get back into the game? You can't wait for family, for friends, for one of your peers to come to you and say, "Dude, you really need to get out there and do what you need to do. You really need to send this email. You really need to make this phone call." I see people every day getting jobs, getting promotions, doing the things that they need to do to take their careers to another level. At the same time, I get emails and telephone calls from people going, "This industry sucks. I'm getting out of it. There's no opportunities." And for me, I sit back and I go, the difference between A and B is one has initiative and motivation and one doesn't. One looks at the positive side, one doesn't. If you're always looking at the negative to everything, if you're a pessimist, you're always going to be that way. You're going to get passed up for promotions. You're not going to get those job opportunities. But if you're an optimist and you're someone who just says, "You know what? Doesn't matter what it takes. I'm going to grind. I'm going to grind. I'm going to grind." You will be the ones that are successful. College sports. You see a lot of these Heisman Trophy winners, these first-round draft picks. What happens at the end of a year, at the end of 2 years, they're not in the league anymore. And if they are in the league, they're sitting on the bench. And then you see a lot of all pros who you're like, who is that guy? Where did he come from? I've never heard of him before. And the reason for that is they weren't the ones that were the prima donnas or the ones that were on a pedestal. They're the ones that got up every day, hustled, grinded, did what they need to do, came out of nowhere for the combine, and people were like, "Wow, this guy's got a hell of a lot of talent. He also has a hell of a lot of initiative and motivation." So to kind of wrap this daily grind up, you have to have the initiative and the drive to get to the next level in your career. No one else can do that for you. I talk about being in the middle of the room. You can be a superstar, show up, stand in the middle of the room, and if you're not willing to take initiative, you're never going to go anywhere. I know a lot of guys that got talent and get passed up every day for promotions, and the reason for that is they're just lazy. So for this daily grind, initiative and motivation, it all comes down to you. I talk about it all the time. And people who lack initiative, who lack the drive, are always going to find an excuse on why they don't want to do something. "I don't want to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow." There is no tomorrow. All you have is today. Today is guaranteed. Something to think about.